In the last video, I talked about the campaign details, and I explained that those details would identify the campaign and it would tell us about your budget, about the minimum and the maximum bids, and just how you wanted that money to be spent in addition to where you wanted, or if you had a preference in the placement of your banners. And I said that there were 3 parts in setting up a successful campaign. So in addition to the campaign details, we have to tell the system how we want to target, what and whom we'd like to target, and then finally we focus on the creative. So right now we're going to go to targeting options, and I want to explain the different types of methods and strategies that we can use to target. And keep in mind that this is an individual thing. What might work for one person won't work for another. So the information that I'm going to give is general information and details about what we do. But when we speak with you on a one-on-one basis, we'll make sure that the information we provide is specific to you and your campaign as well as your campaign goal. So the first option is day part targeting. If you have a campaign that you like to run a specific time of day, a specific day of the week, or a specific month, that is when the day part targeting will come into effect. We can select the time zone that we'd like for the promotion to be sent or viewed, the day of course, the hour, and the end hour. So we can instruct the system to display our promotion at a certain time of day in a certain time zone, and we can tell it to start and to stop at a certain hour. So the next option is site targeting. With site targeting, we will compile a list of the best sites for your promotion, and we'll make a list and we'll load those sites into this field. We have a white list as well as a black list exclude site list, which simply means if there are certain sites that you know that you want to display your offer on, we'll put that in the include list. And on the other hand, if you have sites that you are absolutely sure that you don't want your promotion to be displayed on, we'll put that in the exclude list. Our next targeting option is geo-targeting. With geo-targeting, we have 249 countries that we can target. So it's just a matter of selecting the countries that you would like for your promotion to be displayed in, or you can, on the same token, exclude certain countries. For this particular campaign, we chose Canada and United States only, and they appear here and they have the include. Now, if we had certain countries that we didn't want to display our promotion in, we would have them on the exclude list. So geo-targeting is one of the very first, well, the first targeting method that we use. We either use geo-targeting or the Nielsen DMA targeting. But the first step that we'll always use when we are setting up and promoting your campaign is going to be geo-targeting. The next targeting option is retargeting, and retargeting, as you probably have heard, is one of the most successful strategies that exist. With retargeting, we can cookie all of those visitors that come to your offer, and we can follow them. You can show them that same offer again. You can show them an upsell or a downsell. We will in fact put it together for you. Retargeting does what a double opt-in list does, what a newsletter does, and what repetition does. It will drive interested customers back to your pages, and it has proven to increase the return on investment by hundreds of % for some businesses. So we'll work with you again on a one-on-one basis to set up a retargeting strategy, and then we will set up everything here in this field. The next targeting option is contextual targeting. With contextual targeting, systems will go out and spider certain websites to make sure or to determine the type of content, the type of theme that exists on that particular publisher site. Your banners will be placed on sites based on that spidering that I've just talked about. Now, the great thing about this is that we only use those sites that are a part of the Interactive Advertising Bureau. This is the bureau that is in charge of the open real-time bidding consortium that was started by Google. So we have various categories, and then we have subcategories up under them. So based on your promotion and what you want to display to the public, we'll select one or more contextual categories and place your offer on those sites. And we'll go about the business of selecting the very best sites and the very best contextual categories for your promotion. The next targeting option is the Nielsen DMA targeting. Nielsen is famous for measuring the audience or the viewership for major metropolitan areas, and that information is used to sell ad space. They've done the same thing now with internet viewership. And in the United States, we can select a certified Nielsen DMA area. Very effective. The traffic is guaranteed to be in those areas, and it's high quality. So when we set up your first campaign, we'll use either the Nielsen DMA targeting or the geo-targeting. That's going to be based on where you want to promote your offer and any other restrictions that you might have. But this is highly effective targeting, the Nielsen DMA. Now, our next targeting category is big data, and I'd like for you to take a look at this once we set up an account for you. There are so many types and there are so many combinations. For example, Add This is search targeting. Add This compiles the search queries that visitors make on Google, Bing, and Yahoo, and they will place your promotion on those sites that match the search query. This is so much better and so much more predictable than search engine optimization or paying by the click, because you're getting the benefit at a lower cost, and you're also getting a much wider range when you are using this big data through Add This. In addition to the search targeting, you have branded data, certain companies that are known for providing transactional information, predictor information, demographics, and geographical information. So as you look through this, you'll find that there is rarely an audience that you can't find or define for your offer. Whether it's demographics, you have age, demographics, education, employment, down to marital status, military status. So as you can see with big data, if you just scroll through just a little bit, you'll find that there's rarely an audience that does not fit your offer. In fact, there's probably about 55 to 56,000 unique combinations using includes and excludes that we can apply to your campaign. But I'd like for you to take a look at the big data categories, and I'm sure you will agree that if you're trying to find someone who's actively seeking something, a person that is in the market for a product or service, a certain demographic or certain geographical region, targeting based on educational level, financial net worth, past purchases, predictors, things that people are actively interested in. If you name it, we can probably find it here with big data. And that is also used in our precision profiling system. So once we get the account set up for you, you can review all of these and browse all of these areas, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. There's not an audience that we can't find for your offer. And finally, the last category is zip code targeting, and again, this is US only. We can target based on zip code numbers. You can include certain zip codes or you can exclude certain zip codes, but these are the targeting options that we will use to work for you. And as long as we are able to communicate with you and get your goals and ask questions about your business and about your promotion, we'll take that data and we'll compare it against third-party data and internal data to give you the very best promotion possible. So I hope this video gave you a little insight of the targeting that's available, and I urge you to look through these categories in your own account to see just how vast the targeting is and just how in-depth we can be. And I think together we can put together the best campaign that you've ever had when it comes to getting traffic and converting those visitors into your customers. So I'll talk with you on the next video and hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks.